everybody told me you could be whatever you wanna be. So I told myself I'ma be a singer, I'ma play on the keys. I can do whatever I want if I just believe.
What's up, guys? So we're gonna go over what Shamron's breakfast is gonna be during this little bit of a weight cut. It's nothing spectacular. She's gonna be eating 4 eggs, and she likes them over easy, but it doesn't matter how you cook them. If you want 4 eggs, scramble them, boil them, devil them. I don't care. Get your 4 eggs in. But she's got 4 eggs, 1 piece of toast with salsa on it, and she'll eat that for her breakfast. And I will put a picture of the finished product up there. It's nothing special. Like I said, it's eggs and toast. Easy stuff, simple stuff, but also really good in protein and fats. And she's getting a little bit of carbs from her toast. But again, since her training is starting to dial back a little bit, like I said, she only has 1 more intense day going into the meet. Since it's starting to dial back a little bit, the overall calorie need has come down a little bit as well. And like I said, I'm trying to get her to that 127 mark before we cut water. So another reason why those calories need to come back a little bit. You don't want to cut them all the way off. You want to taper them slowly. Again, if you cut them all the way off, you can sometimes sacrifice strength when we do that. And since we're in a strength sport, we don't want that to happen. Hour and a half, she'll have a piece of peanut butter toast. Again, toast, peanut butter, a little bit more carbs, a little bit more fat, and then we're going to go train. So see you guys after we get done training.
So we're just getting a quick warm up in for this lower day. I'm going to be working up to a heavy single. Shamron working on some speed work. Again, she's preparing for that meet. I'm just moving weight today, essentially. So getting a good dynamic warm up in, moving in ways that we need to get every muscle group working. So in the squat, you got your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes. You also want to warm up low back. You want to warm up the abs because they play a huge role in bracing. And when you have a ton of weight on your back, you really want to be able to brace and be sturdy through the midsection. So just finishing up these warm-up sets, and then towards the later part of the video, you will see our top sets. And I was really happy with the way Shamron's moved today. Not thrilled with mine, but couldn't be happier with Shamron's. The way that her bar moved was exactly what we want to see before going into a meet. Okay, so we have our top sets incoming here. Wasn't thrilled by the way I had my J-hooks set up. They were a little bit too high, which was throwing me off just a little bit. I felt a little bit shaky. So again, like I said, I wasn't super thrilled with mine. They were my mistakes that I should have corrected earlier. But it is what it is. Again, I'm just moving weight today, and I'm more concerned with how Shamron performed, which you're about to see was awesome. The weight was flying. like I said, squats moved really good for her there. Got myself a little bit of a smooch at the end. Best part of the training session. But now we're getting into our accessory work. I'm doing some heavy pulls, stiff leg sumo, I believe, or as stiff as I can manage. And then Shamron's doing more traditional type accessory work. She's really still trying to get those glutes to fire, so everything she's doing is just to try to increase that mind-muscle connection with the glutes.
First and foremost, the main reason we chose Queso Time today and a lot of days during our training is because it's really good macro balance as far as protein, carbs, and fats. Now you can go crazy one way or the other there, but we have a pretty good order that I feel like kind of hits all three and doesn't go crazy on any of the three. Another reason why we get this quite a bit, and another reason, even though Shamron's trying to lose weight and we still got this, is because in powerlifting, your body gets run down. The CNS gets destroyed, you get fatigued, you feel like you have the body aches all the time. So high fats and high carbohydrates are gonna help recover, so you can use the protein in your nutrition to help build. If you're just getting protein, you're trying to use protein to recover and build, and it's not optimal for strength gains or really performance gains in general. So that is why we've gone with Queso Time today, is just to help Shamron's CNS recover a little bit better. So, like I said, I've ordered my typical order. Again, this is going to be kind of a staple, not necessarily from Queso Time, but as far as the macros go, it's pretty similar to what we eat on a normal week. Shamron's modified a little bit, again, to keep the calories down, but we don't want her to lose strength as she loses weight. So you still have to feed the body the correct stuff. So we're going over what is in Shamron's, or I'll go over what's over in mine, our typical stuff first, and then I'll go over the differences in what I got Shamron. So, starting with mine, typically, like I said, normal order, we go with white rice. White rice is just easier to digest, so in a performance situation, white rice is gonna be better than brown rice or yellow rice or something like that. Again, performance, that's what we're going for. White rice, steak, and ground beef, which typically we don't do a whole lot of chicken or turkey anyway. We kind of stick to red meat and fish, but so steak, ground beef. Then we have a little bit of chorizo just for flavor, a little bit extra fat, a little bit extra protein in that as well. And then as far as our veggies go, fajita veggies, queso, I know that's not a veggie, but I forgot it. So queso is in there. We have fajita veggies, lettuce, corn, and if you wanted to count cilantro's in there as well. And I've also added shredded cheese and sour cream to mine as well. Again, this is typically our post-workout meal, or pretty close to after our workouts. So I would typically on a training day eat all of this in my post-workout, since I'm not working out quite as much, again, resting up, giving more of my time to my athletes. So that being said, we'll move to Shamron's. Again, Shamron still has white rice because, again, I want performance high. I don't want her to fall off. She's still got a couple training sessions to go and they need to be good. So we still want to fuel with the right stuff as far as carbohydrates are concerned. Where hers differs is going to be in the meat. She has steak in hers with a little bit of chorizo. no ground beef in this, and not as much chorizo in this as well. Again, I want her to enjoy it. I want her to be able to get some sort of enjoyment out of food. It's really bad if you develop bad relationships with food. It can cause mental irritations, mental stress that we don't need. So I want her to enjoy her meals. That's why I added the chorizo, just for a little bit of flavor. Veggies are the same. She still has her fajita veggies, her lettuce, corn, and cilantro. Again, if you want to count cilantro, it's more of just a leaf, so is lettuce. But that being said, she has no queso in hers, no shredded cheese in hers, and no sour cream either. Again, typically on a normal training session, Shamron would have the exact same order as me, except she would eat 2 meals out of it. She would always split. On a off day, this might turn into 3 meals. On a training day, this turns into 2 meals, half and half. So today, I would imagine she will probably eat on this 3 times, either twice today, once tomorrow, once today, twice tomorrow, something like that. Again, this is not a diet to try to lose as much weight as possible. This is a diet to try to pull off a half a pound here and there over the next couple days and get her water cut to be more manageable situation. So ideally, going into next week, I would like her to be around 127. And then that just gives us 4 pounds to get off in water, which is gonna be super easy for us to do. So again, not trying to lose as much weight as possible, just trying to taper that weight off and gradually pull some weight off over the next 5 days. And then going into next week, around Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll start our water cut, and we'll show you guys how we do that as well.
You done?
How should we end the video? Like and subscribe.